Hey guys, happy Wednesday. How y'all doing out there? I'm not in the kitchen cooking tonight. I'm just standing at my patio door checking out the outdoors because it's been quite a day here. And I really just kind of wanted to get on here and talk briefly about some things that we did and we were lucky. But there's a lot of people out there right now that weren't in the same situation as us. And I'm just going to kind of put it on the line for you guys out there. A little bit different than what I usually do, but bear with me, okay? Guys, if you're getting on here with me live, if you're catching a red live up in the corner, just type live in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you're catching me later on the replay, that's great. Just type replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. My name's Jan. I live in Nebraska, southeast Nebraska. And Dave's diabetic, and because of his diabetes, I started a group. I'm going to plug my group here quick, and then I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. But I started a group called Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave, okay? Hey, Jane, I hope you're safe over there. And I started that about 6 years ago where I share recipes, just a lot of different things in that group. I got something in my teeth. I got to get it out. That can help people who are maybe looking for a little healthier lifestyle. Just getting some of the junk that's put in our food out of our food. Hey, Millie, how are you? And I share that information in that group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Guys, I am normally, like I said, in the kitchen cooking. Today took a little bit different turn. For us, it's been a little bit different day all day, and I'm going to talk to you about that. But I talk about how we plan our meals. I talk about different things to shop for, different things to look for, how to do low carb, how to stay on a low carb lifestyle. We've got wind. I actually think our snow's starting to, or it's trying to melt. We're trying to get some sunshine here, but anyway, guys, my heart has been in a different place today, and I'm not going to lie. We started out our morning. Yesterday, school got canceled with the impending blizzard that we were to get here in Nebraska. My husband's work got canceled with the impending blizzard for here in Nebraska. Hey, Amy. Hi, Terry. Hey, guys. Thanks all for getting on. I love it when you're talking to me. So, we had planned, I had looked, when I plan my meals, I always look at the weather too, because especially this time of year, and I knew today was going to be a colder day. Hi, Yvonne, how are you? And so I planned to do chili and have it warming through the day on the stove. Now, our morning started out with no snow here. Nice. A little bit of mist, maybe some rain overnight. That all changed about 9 o'clock this morning. The wind picked up really bad. We started to get some snow. And like I said, some of the snow has melted off already. And we just kind of went about our business. Dave had fixed the chili. It was warming on the stove. I didn't have many daycare kids in. A lot of parents didn't have to work today, all that kind of stuff. And if my power goes out, I'm going to lose this connection. We've had power on, power off, power on, power off all day. I just saw the lights flicker again, so I'm going to hustle through this. But my heart is with more of the central portion of Nebraska today, guys. And I'd love it if you'd all throw up some big old prayers for them, because I have seen some really bad troopers dash cams and stuff like that where you can't even see the front of the vehicle. I had a nephew that got to work and they sent him home from work. He lives about 30 miles from work. They sent him home from work, and on his way home, he knew that there was power lines down on the road that he typically took. So he tried to take another road to avoid the down power lines to get home. He wound up in the ditch, and he spent over 7 hours in that ditch. Thankfully, somebody came and helped him get out, and he sent pictures, and I'm not sure they'd have found him. His vehicle was nearly buried with the snow drifts. Now, they got a lot more snow than we got here. And I'm hearing lots of craziness like this. A good friend of mine she just lives maybe 15 miles west of me, has probably 5 times as much snow as we have here in just a 15-mile span. She's been sending me some videos. They're without power. They live on a farm, and it's maybe a couple days before they get power back. They can't get out of their house. There are vehicles stalled on the roads. Nearly every road around us is closed because there's vehicles that have gotten stuck and they're abandoned. And what do you do? So I myself here, we had a small heart attack. We had I thought we were going to lose the roof off the house at one time today. We had a gust come up and blow so hard, and I immediately came to my patio door to kind of look. And this big swing set out here, guys, I've been working on this playground area for the daycare all last fall. And this swing set, the single leg that you see here, was buckled and bent back underneath. Yeah, there's that thumbs up. So Dave and I got on clothes and we went out and kind of lifted it. I have not anchored it yet because I still have work to do out there. Now, I've done daycare for a lot of years, guys, and we've had some wicked storms through here since I put this up last fall, and it hasn't been anchored, and it has never moved until today. It shifted that whole thing about 8 inches one direction. Now, I'm going to show you. We went out and we got that leg straightened up so it didn't break, and I don't know if you can see right over there. And Dave went out to the garage and grabbed some ratchet straps. Now I have some tie downs, and he tied the swing set to my chain link fence. So that chain link is set in cement out there. And I said, well, if it moves now, it's taking the fence with it. So that happened, and I think we've got it under control. I do think the wind's dying down here now. We've actually the sun's tried to peek out. Guys, thanks so much for your prayers. My biggest concern really is with a lot of farmers and ranchers that are out there right now. Lots of little bitty calves. I know when we've been traveling around this area, those little bitty calves, if they laid down and hunkered down with the way the snow and the wind was blowing. Oh, good deal. I'm glad you got it back, Dawn. Oh, Michelle, I hope it gets better too. And actually, it's supposed to be near 60 here by the weekend. So what we have isn't going to last terrible long, but it was just the horrible, horrible wind that we had with it. The farmers and the ranchers that are out there with the cattle, the livestock, whatever it may be, that need people to get to them. And, those little calves, I'm sure, some places, Dawn, I think, didn't you say you've got like 9 inches of snow up there or something like that? 9 inches of snow with 70-mile-an-hour winds drifts really bad. And, I don't know. Hopefully things are going to be okay. But, we've got ice. It just plastered to the north side of everything. And now that the ice is breaking loose, it's falling. We've got tree limbs down in town. Lots of limbs have come out of the trees and different things like that. So, and like I said, we've been inconvenienced here, but I'm going to say it's just been an inconvenience with power on, power off, power on, power off. But I'm thankful that we're warm and that we're safe. And if y'all could just throw up some prayers for those people who are going to be out of power for an extended period of time, for those who have livestock, and all of those types of things, because it's a challenge right now. It's a real big challenge. It's hard to believe that spring starts tomorrow, but, I'm thankful that, for these small towns, because we do all pull together. Hi, Rebecca. Like my nephew who was stranded out in the middle of nowhere. They made it to him, and he was scared because, like, after he went in the ditch, power lines came down around him. I have friends sharing on Facebook that they have friends that are stranded on highways, and power lines have since come down around their vehicles. So we've got a long road to hoe, and you know what? Prayers to all the linemen and those people who have been out in this today. We were out for a little bit, I guess. Most of my daycare kids, oh my gosh, 15 inches, 90,000 out of power in the Omaha metro area. That's unreal. We were out in it. All my daycare kids left early today. Parents picked them up and got them on home. And then my daughter-in-law called. My son lives about a block from us. And they had siding flapping in the wind. So we headed over. My son made it to work. And actually, he works 25 miles from us. And they hardly had any snow. Not even enough to make the ground white where he's at. That is just the way it fell this time, 15 miles that way. They're without power, probably will be for several days, and lots more snow. We had maybe an inch or two, maybe, and my son 25 miles away, they didn't even have enough to get the ground white. So, but we're all dealing with this wind, and like I said, we went over to and helped my daughter-in-law get the ripped siding off and secured what was left there. And it was cold out there, terrible cold. So if any, those linemen and the people who are out trying to restore in this, kudos to them, man. Kudos. They're deserving every ounce of pay they're getting today. I'm not going to lie. So anyway, guys, I apologize for not being in the kitchen making something wonderful, but we are going to be doing chili. And if you saw my live over the weekend, guys, we're going to try something different for cinnamon rolls tonight. And that's these cinnamon roll muffins made by Veggies Made Great. They are keto. There's 5 net carbs in each one. These things are awesome. I have tried them. They have zucchini, whole eggs, sunflower seed flour, allulose, carrots, egg whites, corn fiber, unsalted butter, cornstarch, natural flavors, and then a few little other things in them. Look at that, guys. These are so great. And maybe this is a Midwest thing. Maybe it's a Nebraska thing. Maybe it's an us thing. I don't know. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Connie. Guys, thanks so much for all your prayers. Maybe it's an us thing, but when we're doing chili, cinnamon rolls is a side that we always have. Now, I know some people do chili and cornbread and stuff like that. We do chili with cinnamon rolls, and I've tried so many different cinnamon rolls with our low-carb way of life, and I've never found anything really, really, really good. And these are the bomb. They are so good. Dave loves them. I love them. And you know what's great about them? They even have some veggies. So even though we don't have a ton of veggies, hey, Nancy, I hope you're safe there in Lincoln. Thanks for sharing. Guys, I know I'm not talking much here, but if we could get more prayers out, if you share this out, the more people who are praying for these people in the Midwest, the better off we're going to be. I would be so appreciative. But we got some chili over here warming. We do have power right now, so it is warming. And we're going to have those cinnamon things. Oh, beef stew with cornbread. That sounds really good, too. So we're going to be doing that pretty soon. And we're going to try to get it done before the sun goes down, just in case we lose power. We've actually managed to get all of our stuff together in case the power goes out after dark. and we'll be able to just do whatever. I don't know. I don't know if you can see my tree out there. I'll turn you around here. I was really worried about my maple tree out there today. It was completely covered in white, and you can kind of see, I can't do it, right here on this bark, how much that snow was sticking, but I was worried about it. It was getting pretty doggone heavy out there. This snow was super, super wet, super heavy, and I was concerned about that tree because it was really a whopping in the wind at one time. Hi, Louise. Hey, Caitlin. So anyway, like I said, guys, that's what we're doing tonight. I'm thankful that we plan ahead and we have things done because it's been kind of a struggle. I've had a few things I've been trying to get done here as the afternoon goes by, and every time I set out to do something, my power would go off. And then I'm like, okay, I'll sit and wait. And I'm not a patient person, so it's been a struggle, but today I managed it. So, guys, like I was saying, I'd love to have you join the group, Diabetic Eats with Jan and Dave. Things like those things over there, the muffins, those are the types of things I share. I share about those things so that other people realize that they're out there and that they're a viable option, okay? I mean, 5 net carbs is not terrible. And, you know, if you don't know how to figure net carbs, that's something I do in my group too. So, guys, I love that there's so many people on here. Like I said, please throw up some prayers for the people out here in the Midwest. There's a lot of people really struggling. I know there's a lot of people without power. And I know tomorrow's the first day of spring, but it isn't going to seem much like spring here, I don't think. So anyway, that's really all I've got for tonight, guys. I hope tomorrow night's a better night, and I have whatever, you know, I hope tomorrow's a better day. I hope a lot gets accomplished. Connie, I picked up those cinnamon rolls at Costco. I did see some different ones at Walmart. They were not keto, though. They actually had sugar and everything else in them. So if you find the brand, make sure you're looking for some that say keto on them. I do daycare. I'm definitely a patient person. Well, I don't know about that. And thank you, Amy. Guys, prayers for the Midwest, okay? I don't know how far. I know Kansas got affected by this. A lot of Nebraska. I know when I got up at 6 o'clock this morning, Interstate 80 that runs through Nebraska was closed from Lexington to Lincoln, and that is pretty much the whole state. So, I don't know, you know, what tomorrow's going to bring, but we'll find out, I guess. So anyway, I appreciate y'all, and tune in tomorrow because I'm hoping to be cooking tomorrow or something. I'll have something better than today, but today has been that day that I have been heavy on my heart, and I just wanted to reach out to you guys and let you know because I feel like I might be helping somebody if I can get some more prayers going for all of us here in the Midwest. So enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, guys. I hope it's a fantastic day, and we'll chat with you later. Bye.